everyone, and yes, that is right. I am indeed, of course, the one, the only, none other than Oi, it's your boy, UK's finest Ricky J, bringing you the hottest hitting takes, bold prediction, the straight up banter from across the pond. Welcome to where the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People Wrestling Podcast. So a few things here. First of all, let me put up that. Make sure to share, like, subscribe. Share, like, subscribe for more. So there isn't a reason I'm redoing this. There was just a few errors made earlier that I personally didn't like. So there we are. I'm still on the hunt for a co-host for this podcast. If you want to be that for you, let me know. And guys, do go and check out REW Redone Extreme Wrestling Online Effect Company. Spots are open. You want in, you let me know or let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out his protein teas. You're going to shout out on REW should you buy a shirt. The money for the cancer t-shirt goes to a cancer charity. Also, go and check out ROW Reality of Wrestling Booker T's Company, where Billy's a trainee wrestling referee. So grab your Thursday ticket. So this is going to be a very quick, short episode. A nice, lit, chillaxed one that we're going to kick off with. What's cooking at the table? So what have I been up to since last week? Well, last Friday, did attend my father's funeral. It went fine. He was never the greatest dad, but still sad to say goodbye to him. But I did meet my half brother for the very first time ever, and he does want to keep in contact with me. So that, of course, is a good thing. And sorry about the sunlight there. Give me 1 second, I will sort that out. Hopefully I've sorted that issue out there. Yeah, looks like I have. So yes, so obviously that's a good thing. Been going to the, and then kind of the usual, heading to the gym, going to my games club, going bowling, went to my craft class, and yesterday did colouring that. Hopefully you guys can see. And kind of that is pretty much it. Got more of the same coming up, but guys, let me know what you have been up to and what you've got coming up as we move into segment number 2 here, which is all about the glitz, the glamour, Hollywood, the stars, because it can only be movie talk. Only one film, only one movie I watched since last week, and that is... Now I'll keep this up as I'm rating it. Supergirl. An okay, decent movie. And I'm going to give it a rating of B. Moving along here, we're going to get into the third segment There is no this week in wrestling history, but there is. Read all about it. Get into that studio. The news alerts are happening because it is. News and headlines. And let me take that down because we do have a big news piece to be discussing, and that is. And I will keep this up as I'm talking about it. Brock Lesnar has indeed retired. So he made the announcement this week on the Pat McAfee show. I think it's real. I think it's legit. I think it's actually done. Brock was saying he's 49 and his body's given up on him. I don't think he comes back. I don't think he returns. I don't think he comes back at the Royal Rumble. They've gone to Retirement Mania. Of course, that is an option, but I don't think that happens. I do, on the other hand, think that Brock Lesnar will headline the Hall of Fame next year. I can very much see that happening. If so, very well deserved. I would imagine Paul Heyman inducts him. And if indeed, I'm going to put the question out there, what do you guys think? Do you think that the Beast incarnate, Lesnar, is indeed done? Is he saying goodbye to WWE? Like I said, I think he is, and I think a perfect way to go out. Obafemi has retired him. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it, what you guys think. Because the weather has brightened up. It is t-shirt weather. So go ahead and grab a t-shirt. And this is more information for you guys where to get one. Right, Protein Tees Goldman's won. Protein Tees Goldman's won. You get a pinfall count out of 3 shout-outs and induct to People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. That again, pinfall count out of 3 shout-outs and induct to the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. Now, I am feeling. Let me go ahead and in fact put that back up. Give me 1 second here. There we are. Now I'm feeling a bit of a celebratory mood. And with that, we do this. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. wrestlers' birthdays. So 2 of them, in fact, today, and they are Chris Statlander and Marty Bell. So a big happy birthday to both of you. Now, I know I just took a commercial break, took an ad, but I'm actually going to take another one right now. Really should have played one before news and headlines, but it is what it is. So I'm going to play another ad right now, and then final segment, and then I'm out here into my SmackDown preview, SmackDown watch longs, or SmackDown preview, SmackDown watch long. Look out for both of those. But first, this is coming your way. That is right, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Do indeed like, share, and subscribe. As we take a look at today's wrestling scene, and we do that with Wrestling Roundup. So, nothing really to discuss on the AEW side of things. We're going to go right into last week's Evolve. So, Holly Riggins knocked off Tate Wilder. It's Gal finally picked up a victory, and Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, Skylar Ren, Zena Sterling stood tall against their opponents. So let me go through all of that. Tate Wilder just can't get a W, is my takeaway from that. Finally, like I said, finally, it's Gal did it against Kale Dixon. And Nikita Lyons, PJ Vasa, Sloan Jacobs, and Gianni Capri came up short, like I said, against Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, Skylar Ray, and Zena Sterling. So cool that they're doing something with Skylar Ray, which we'll get into more in this week's Evolve. But I give this a half thumbs up. Getting into SmackDown last week, we saw Finn Balor come on out. Sami Zayn did. Guns attacked. Nick Ellis made the save. Beef and Meechin started off the night on winning ways against Tizzy Stratton and Chelsea Green. Damian Priest, R-Truth took on War Raiders. That ended in DQ. Teller and Tama Tonga were attacked, and Haku is back. Trick Williams came out to grab the stick, then Baron Corbin did. Rey Fenix did retain the AAA Mega Championship. Lash Legend advanced into the ladder match at SummerSlam, and Cody Rhodes came on out, CM Punk did, and they brawled. So the Finn Balor, Sami Zayn stuff hyped up that match. Gunther and Decal does the same. Beef and Meechin pick up another big victory. Cool. I didn't think that any tag team titles would change hands, so ending in DQ is really no shocker to me. But Haku is back, so I think that is very, very interesting. So we'll see where things go. I do think that Teller and Tama have to win the tag team titles now, but we'll have to wait and see. The Trick Williams Baron Corbin stuff was just to hype up that match. Rey Fenix retained the AAA Mega Championship. The AAA Cruiserweight Championship against JD McDonough. Cool for JD to get the title shot. Great that Lash Legend advanced to the ladder match at SummerSlam, but what are they doing with Julia? And the Cody Rhodes and Punk stuff hyped up their match. And I give SmackDown a half thumbs up. Getting into, of course, SummerSlam Night 1. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. Trying to make sure I've got the match list for you guys. Be 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. So night 1 did begin with Liv Morgan retaining the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa and Royce Keys got their hand raised high against the Bloodline. And Gunther did tap out Nick Aldis. So I'm going to go through all of that. Liv Morgan retaining. Slightly shocked. I didn't think Io Sky was taking the gold, but Liv hasn't defended the title since winning it, so I guess it does make sense her retaining. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa and Royce Keys defeating the Bloodline. Again, cool. As I said, my predictions, this was either way. This was 50-50. My prediction, my decision. And Gunther, so for Nick Aldis, it did look like a one and done. I've got to say that I wasn't 100% blown away with Nick Aldis's WWE debut. Cool that he used Oasis as a theme, but other than that, Fatal Influence did stand tall against Brie Bella and Paige and the Bella Twins. CM Punk is still your WWE Undisputed Champion, and Obafemi did clock up a victory against Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell. So, will this make Fatal Influence feel like more than just another trio or another faction in the main roster? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, go and check out my thing on Brie Bella being injured, but she's out with a shoulder injury. So how this affect the Bella Twins? How will this affect the heel turn of the Bellas going forward? Will Brie Bella be written off TV? Will she call it a day? Will she retire because she's a mother? So I could very well see this being it for Brie Bella. Where does this leave Nikki, and where does it leave the storyline? I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. Very overjoyed that CM Punk is still WWE Undisputed Champion. Randy Orton, of course, making his return and costing Cody Rhodes a title win. So it looks like they're going to, have a feud. And I think Cody should be well away from the title for a while, if not forever. And then Brock Lesnar, in seemingly his last match ever, did take the loss inside Hell in a Cell from Obafemi. So cool. I think the match could have been a whole lot better, but it was decent for what it was. And I do think night 2 was better than night 1, which we're going to get into right now. So we did begin with a Fatal 4 match. It was meant to be one-on-one Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn, but Gunther and the returning Kevin Owens did get introduced into this match. Baron Corbin takes home the US Championship, and Chelsea Green survived the failed 5-way and is your interim reigning, defending Women's WWE Champion. So cool that Gunther got introduced to this match, and great to see Kevin Owens back. I thought I'd never, ever see him back. I thought he was gone forever, and now he's your number 1 contender, so it can be CM Punk, Kevin Owens. I think that's very, very interesting. Freshen things up. A first time ever match, so said interesting. Quite shocked that Baron Corbin won. He's kind of returned and become champion in his first match back. So cool. And Chelsea Green finally did it, but she kind of didn't really do it. She's the Now, Rhea Ripley did post a picture. Looks like she's going to be out for a while. So will they make Chelsea Green the actual women's champion? I hope they do. We'll have to wait and see. More on SmackDown tonight, I would imagine. But she kind of, Chelsea's a replacement champion until Rhea comes back. So that could change tonight. But so Chelsea Green has kind of done it, but she hasn't. But yeah, Danhausen keeps the 100,000 human monies, and as he did knock off Dominic Mysterio in a pole match. Chad Gable is your new Intercontinental Champion, and Roman Reigns proved why he is the man. So, no shocker that Danhausen won this. I thought this was a fun match. I enjoyed it. Chad Gable taking away the Intercontinental Championship from Penta. No shocker there either. Also, the thing that kind of brought it down was the root beer dog getting, being involved in the celebration. Of course, you had ads all over the place during SummerSlam. The Usos entrance you had, the Gears of War inspired entrance, I guess. In the Hell in a Cell you had the Wingstop logo on the chairs, just ads galore, ads everywhere, and you had an ad in this one, the mug root beer. Got sponsored this match, or got promoted in this match, or in the celebration of it. So that kind of brought it down for me. But no shocker, that's what WWE is right now. And Roman Reigns finally did it. Defeated, pinned 1, 2, 3 Seth Rollins. Cool. Good match. That's still 2 great matches Roman Reigns has put on this year. And I give the entirety of SummerSlam a thumbs up. Getting into Monday Night Raw. Now we've got some new graphics. Roman Reigns came out on the microphone, interrupted by LA Knight. Javon Evans picked up a win against Ethan Page, and then Big Cass attacked. Ruka got the DQ finish against Roxanne Perez. Becky Lynch and Stephanie McMahon came back. So let's go through all of that. So the new graphics, cool. Looks like LA Knight will now be in line going after Roman Reigns, or he'll be next in line, should I say. Ethan Page, very, very 50-50. This is my only thoughts about this. And then Big Cass looks like he's just been put right back into the mid-card division. Ruka feels like just another woman on the roster. Great to see Becky Lynch back and Stephanie McMahon. Obafemi cut a promo. Bron Breakker plowed through Joe Hendry. Chad Gable on the stick, and Penta. Then you'll be Judgment Day. Led to a match where getting the upper hand, Chad Gable and Penta. And then in a street fight match, Jacob Fatu did destroy Royce Keys. So the Obafemi promo was good. This is what Bron Breakker should look like, but I don't like that he just plowed through Joe Hendry. I would have really picked somebody else, but it is what it is. The Chad Gable Penta Judgment Day stuff was to lead to a match. It was a good match. Chad Gable Penta are a good team. And Jacob Fatu taking out Royce Keys. I've been Royce Keys being written off TV for a while. Now, Royce's heel, Jacob's heel. Sorry. Jacob's face, Royce's face. Does this make Jacob heel? Whatever. I'm going to give Raw a half thumbs up. Getting into NXT, that saw Jada Parker and Thea Hale victorious against Carmen Petrovich and Nikita Lyons. Sunday Angelo came on out. Grayson Waller did. Cruz Montana did. Zarya and Ren Sinclair went to a draw. Let's go through all of that. So Jada Parker and Thea Hale picking up the W. Cool. The Tony Angelo, Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana stuff heating up. I do like that. And it does make sense. You don't want either woman looking weak, so a draw was the right way to go. Miles Bourne and Tammy Heights have acquired gold away from Vanity Products as they are the new, let me say that again, the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Keanu Carver notched up a victory against EK Prosper, and Kendall Gray is still your NXT Women's Champion, surviving an underground match against Lola Vice. So Team Heights finally has gold in WWE. Cool. We've seen a different side to Keanu Carver, so let's see where that goes. And Kendall Gray looked like she actually legit got injured, but still carried on and retained. With all that said, I give it a half thumbs up. And getting into Evolve, then I'm done here, guys. Victor Zanoff and Shido Hill, sorry, not Shido Hill, Shido Ash, sorry, claimed a win against Jacori Ball and Santi Rivera. Skylar Ray was on the winning side of things against Anya Rune, and Harlem Lewis retained. Let me go through all of that quickly. Victor Zanoff and Shido Ash continue their winning ways. Cool. We said they're finally doing something with Skylar Ray, and that's cool. And Harlem Lewis did indeed retain against Aaron Rourke, Tristan Angel, and Max Abrahams, and I give it a half thumbs up. Do make sure to share, like, subscribe, and always remember, it is Ricky J. We're going to really bite to fight.